Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Kathy here. Today we're going to do something really fun and useful, and something that I wish I had when I first started to prepare for my TOEFL test, and that is a writing simulation. Today you are going to come along on a journey with me, and I will show you how I interpret the topic and write out my TOEFL essay if I were in a real test. Now, let's get started. Alright, let's get the clock running now. So here's the task prompt. Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? The design of a building can affect people positively or negatively. Every time when I'm on a writing task, I always do 3 things first before writing down anything. So now the first thing is set the theme. So I'm going to agree with the statement since it says positively and negative effects. So I'm going to touch upon both sides a bit later. And the second thing is I'm going to set the structure of my essay. So I'm going to have an introduction at the beginning. I'm going to rephrase and expand the task prompt a little bit. Then I'm going to talk about the positive side and give a few examples. Then start another body paragraph and talk about the negative side along with some examples. And finally, I'm going to finish it off with a conclusion paragraph reinforcing my idea. So this is the structure, and the third thing I'm going to do is to brainstorm some relevant vocabulary. So, some substitutes for the keywords, because I'm not going to repeat myself 100 times writing down designs and buildings. What I can think of right now for design, maybe I can use words like structure, words like interior or exterior, exterior. And for effect, I might substitute with the verb form affect, and maybe I can use impact, influence, etc. So now a minute or 2 has passed, but worry not, it's all worthwhile. Now I'm gonna write down my intro first. I need something big and overarching to set the tone here. Something like modern skyscrapers, have sprung up from every corner of the world. From residential complexes and hotels to office buildings and recreational centers. Fix some of my misspellings here. Residential and okay. So what I'm doing here is actually touch on the keywords building and letting my readers know that this essay is all about buildings, different kinds of buildings. And now I'm going to write out something like buildings serve various purposes, would require complementary designs to help achieve them. Now, I have included another keyword, designs. So buildings and their designs from the task prompt are both mentioned in here. With that, I would certainly agree with the idea that the internal and external structure of a building will directly link to those who are in it, especially when it comes to more urbanized areas such as the CBD in major cities. Okay, now I'm basically just stating my position on the issue, expand the question a little bit and add some volume to it. I'm trying to be specific here and let it on cities, urbanized areas, especially CBD areas. Now, 5 minutes down. Okay, good. I'm gonna start my first body paragraph discussing the positive effects buildings have. At the outset, the internal structure. I've mentioned these words earlier, so I'm not just gonna define them a bit and give more concrete examples of this so-called structure thing. Namely, the layout of the floor, the ventilation systems, and the air conditioning systems are closely related to work performance. So I'm just trying to be as specific as possible here instead of using very abstract concepts. Okay, so now, according to recent research conducted by a renowned institution in New York City. Of course, now I'm just making things up here just to provide some evidence to support my position. After interviewing over 10,000 employees, visitors, and executives, I'm going to have some numbers here. This is another very powerful tool for supporting details. And most of the respondents think that it contributes to their work efficiency. Okay, this is another callback to the earlier work performance. I don't want to mention the design structure thing one more time, so I'm gonna need something that can help my readers to visualize the workplace. Something like boost their work efficiency when the cubicles are roomy, conference room are available at all times, and temperature inside is comfortable. Okay, so to finish the paragraph and reinforce the central idea, I'm going to have something like, therefore, it is a safe assumption that workplace design has a relatively close tie with productivity. Okay, again, I'm changing up the wording here. I don't want to repeat the word performance, so I'm using productivity this time. Okay, now let's check how many words we've got here. Right now we have 169 words. That's pretty good. And we're going to move on to the second body paragraph, where I'm going to talk about the bad things this time. Alright, moreover, it is not common to see, another misspelling, to see skyscrapers these days. See, I'm using the word from my brainstorm. Days with the shiny exterior. Another word from my brainstorm. Special kinds of glass covering the entire body of building. Again, I'm trying to visualize what those tall buildings look like. It might seem aesthetically appealing, but the underlying problem caused by it is the urban heat effect. Okay, now I'm just throwing some of the cool concepts out there, trying to impress my readers. And where the cities are significantly warmer compared to surrounding areas. Okay, now with this sentence, I'm just trying to explain what this effect is in a few words. This phenomenon may directly contribute to the fast growing global warming and pollution I'm trying to figure out a word, metropolitan, to substitute cities, metropolitan areas. Here, I'm emphasizing the bad thing, the negative effect of buildings. Therefore, the external structure of buildings may also be the source of the issue that negatively impacts human beings. Again, same thing here. I'm just trying to reinforce my second point at this paragraph end. All right, what we need right now is a conclusion to bring everything all together. So I'm going to start it with overall, whether it is the interior design or exterior structure. The architectures themselves come into play in how people conduct their daily lives. Okay, again, I'm trying to change up my wordings here a little bit, but still the same old idea. Some features may be conducive to workplace efficiency, while some may be detrimental to the environment. Okay, I'm trying to express the positive and negative impacts without mentioning these two words. And also, I summed up my two body paragraphs in one sentence here. With that in mind, future research might tap into the potential of maximizing the reciprocal benefit between people and buildings in their surrounding environment. Okay, so here I finished off with a prospect for the future. Now let's take a look at the time. We still have a few more minutes left to check the work. And now let's actually count the words first. One last time. Let's see how many words we've got here. Oh, pretty nice. 320 words in total. Okay, normally the requirement is at least 300 words, so this actually is pretty nice in terms of the word count, and no problem with that. And now I'm just going through the whole thing again, and to make sure that I don't have any grammatical errors, no spelling errors. Okay, let's start checking the work. Okay, looks good. Onto the body paragraph. Okay, no problem there. Let's check the last two paragraphs. Alright, looks all good to me. So I think we're done with this task here. Phew! Congratulations on watching this video to the very end. I am so proud of you. I know this would only give you a taste of what the TOEFL writing test is like, but hey, you gotta practice before you can actually achieve a desirable score. Doing this kind of timed practice several times before a test day can really help you to build up your confidence and make your typing game strong. That's all for me today. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next one.